Start training again next week. She's got a slight back strain, it's nothing serious. Hopefully back training next week sometime.
Gentlemen, very nervous. Back to you, Desmond. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stubbsy does all those interviews with his boots on, I've got to tell you. Celtic were 5-1 shots to win this tonight. Would you have a few bob on them at this stage? I mean, you wouldn't want them to win, obviously, as an ex-Liverpool man, but I mean...
5-1, decent odds.
Yeah.
What we've seen in the first half. I still think if Liverpool can pass it and get them stretched, they've definitely got the firepower up front. We haven't seen much of Fowler and Owen, but if they can get Celtic up the park at all, again with the pace on, but no point having great strikers up front if you don't give them the service. You've got to get the ball wide, get Celtic defence stretched, because when they're defending the 80-yard line, it's the easiest thing in the world, just to sit there and defend. They've got big, strong defenders. They're not so quick in the turn. And that was the difference at Celtic Park.
No changes we've heard, Trevor, for the second half.
No, I think it's a case now, from Celtic's point of view, gradually taking a chance and putting an extra men forward. Not straight off, but I think as the minutes tick away, they've got to throw the full-backs, the wing-backs and the midfielders, Wieghorst and Burley, into that penalty area trying to get the goal. I think it'll be a much better, more open second half because of that.
Just at the moment, we should point out it is 0-0 here, 2-2 on aggregate. If it stayed this way, Liverpool would go through to the next round. Let's rejoin David and John.
Yes, absolutely right there, Des, and just extending that slightly, if Liverpool do get a goal, of course, then Celtic need two, because 1-1 would also send Liverpool through to the next round with their 2 away goals. So it just reinforces what Alan Hansen and Trevor Brooking were saying, that Liverpool have got to develop more attacking options, and Celtic now will be playing in the second half from right to left. The score between English and Scottish clubs in Europe over the years is 17-6 in the favour of the English, but that means very little on a night like this. In fact, Liverpool have never lost to a Scottish club over 2 legs in Europe. They've had 4 wins out of 4. But they've still got a task on here. Patrick Berger. Bjornebye, who took the throw there. We haven't seen too much of him surging down the left flank so far, David Pleat.
No, I felt at times that once Berger comes in field, then Bjornebye should be looking to try and make the most of that space that he leaves. I just feel that both fullbacks have been just a little bit reticent to push forward. They're not used to playing a back 4. They've been playing with 3 centre-backs and wing-backs for some time now, Liverpool. They've had this slight change. We know Jones likes to go forward, as does McAteer when he plays on the right. And Bjornebye the same, is most effective when he's going from the mid-third to the attacking third. So I would think the full-backs need to come on just a little bit more.
There was a foul there by Rob Jones on Tosh McKinlay. The referee had a warning word with Jones, but he didn't show him a card. Free kick's taken by Stefan Mahe. Looks towards Henrik Larsson, far side for Celtic. This is Berger, hooking it forward, looking for Fowler. Annoni, the marker, comes across with him. Free kick to Celtic. As Alan Hansen said, the longer it stays 0-0, the more tense Liverpool and their supporters might become. Anyway, here's Donnelly trying to make it 1-0 to Celtic. Cleared by Carragher. Mahe. Wieghorst. Of course, it could have been worse. If McManaman hadn't done what he did at Celtic Park, we could have had Celtic going into this match 2-1 up. Then again, there were moments in that first leg when Liverpool could have gone further ahead early on, so it's all ifs and buts, but it's been a very compelling UEFA Cup tie, this, across the 2 matches. When the draw came out, you couldn't really imagine it being any other way. Throw-in taken here by Mahe to Larsson. Donnelly's in the middle. At that very moment, Larsson lost his balance.
Evans will be looking. He'll be saying at half-time, you must keep calm, you must keep patient. You don't have to win it quickly. That first goal is going to be the one, the most vital goal. Obviously, if Celtic get it, then that really does make for an incredible second half. But Liverpool must be patient.
Well, this is McManaman picking it up from Bjornebye. Berger's made a good run forward. It's still McManaman. Now it's Ince. And Jones. Fowler and Owen searching for space. Here's Owen. Jones has run forward. 3 in the penalty area. Foul. Owen on Wieghorst.
Now the smallest man on the field against possibly one of the strongest. Very powerful Morten Wieghorst.
Yes, I think anybody who felt Celtic were there to be brushed aside before this tie started has got to have been impressed by the presence of Wieghorst in midfield. He and Burley have been good competitors. You know, of course, about Burley from his Chelsea days. Push and shove, and free kick in Robbie Fowler's favour. Liverpool get on with it quickly. Bjorneby's got McManaman scooting down the left-hand side. Hannah, the faithful shadow, is the defender in the way. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far. This is good play by Stubbs and by Wieghorst. And now Tosh McKinlay. There's a right old battle going on between McKinlay and Jones. Referee has signalled here for an indirect free kick, and I can only assume he's given obstruction against Jones. Right, Celtic take it. This is Wieghorst with the ball in. The header comes uncertainly off the back of Phil Babb, just when Burley was threatening him, and it's a corner to Celtic, which Tosh McKinlay will go across to take with his left foot. And danger here. Stubbs is forward. That's the end where the Celtic fans are gathered. He's having a conversation with Wieghorst. He's spinning round a bit. Burley is by the penalty spot. And Burley comes in, and that's a goal kick.
Little surprising there to see Annoni, the tall, strong centre-back, not going to add his weight to that corner, give them another possibility in the air. Wieghorst and Stubbs, the main headers, attacking that ball with Burley.
Well, it's Annoni's first game of the season, and he's adjusted very well, hasn't he? He's marked Fowler very conscientiously.
Yes, he hasn't exactly been flavour of the month with the new manager, and he's finding it difficult, but tonight's a great opportunity.
And here's an opportunity for Paul Ince. It's a cracker, and it's over.
That's the drive that Liverpool are seeking, coming from the middle. We haven't seen too many shots. It was really rather wide and handsome.
Phil Babb who won that one. Hooked back again by Burley to Simon Donnelly. McNamara on the far side, didn't get it. It was intercepted by Berger. Now then, McManaman to his left and Owen Fowler to his right. And Owen coming in now, and a good challenge by Annoni. McManaman tries to retrieve it. And does. Crowded out, is he? Free kick, free kick. Hannah was the player that went in a little strongly. Liverpool in a good position here. Carragher in the penalty area with Babb. Bjornebye to take. Fowler's up. It's going to come out to Paul Ince. No, it's not. It's hooked away by Annoni. Ince didn't control it first time. Oh, listen now to the Anfield roar. In the old days, the Kop used to almost suck the ball in the net. They're sitting down in the modern stadium, but can they draw Liverpool forward here with their encouragement? Not like that.
Well, I think Liverpool forced the issue. They'll just push a little bit more. The back four will squeeze, leave more space behind for James to look after. Try and play just a few yards further up the field. Get more support a little bit quicker to Owen and Fowler.
Yes, that's what's required. They haven't really had what I'd call a clean opening yet, either of them. That's a compliment to the Celtic defenders. On by Burley. And again to McNamara. And McNamara continues his run as Babb goes across. was Jackie McNamara who, from that side, scored at Celtic Park, getting into an advanced position. Needs to be watched. Here's Donnelly. Well, there's been a strong nerve about this Celtic performance. By no means overawed. It's going to be a free kick for McNamara to take. They'll wait for Stubbs to come forward here to join Wieghorst and Burley. And Burley beaten to it by Ince. Now, is Owen quick enough? No, he's not there, but this is Jones, and Liverpool could have a break on. It needs a touch. Oh, good interception by Annoni. He was 1 against 3 there for a moment.
Absolutely vital. Celtic just got caught there.
It's a poor kick by James. And you have the feeling that Liverpool are edgy. That needs something to settle them down. Berger to Jones. That's straight to Annoni again. Stubbs lofting it forward towards Donnelly. Up goes Babb. Free kick again to Celtic. Foul by Ince. Burley seems to take over at all the free kicks. He's just going to bang in the face at the moment there as he places the ball. But he's waiting for Stubbs this time to go right forward to the edge of the area. That is Stubbs. It's dangerous. Oh, it was dipping as well.
Well, Stubbs went up a couple of times in the first half and looked at danger when the ball did come in his direction. That was a fine header, I have to say. He's having a splendid game tonight. Gets up well and directs it well.
Yes, he's doing himself a power of good with the supporters here, Alan Stubbs. He didn't have the happiest of times when he first went north of the border from Bolton. Here's Wieghorst. Oh, that's well played. Craig Burley. Now Simon Donnelly, and Larsson over on the far side. Wanted it played early. Foul by Carragher. They've taken the free kick quickly. This is Burley. Outside him is McKinlay. Goes the other way towards Larsson. And here comes Donnelly, and that needed McManaman to step in.
There's a lovely tempo about that attack. The way Wieghorst quickly put the free kick down and played it. They really want to get on with the job.
And they want to get on with the corner as well. McKinlay's gone across to take it. And they've got to watch Wieghorst again here. And Stubbs. It's too high even for Stubbs this time. 10 minutes gone in the second half. No score in the second leg. Liverpool still technically ahead on away goals. McManaman heads it forward for Berger. Here's Ince. Now, they've got a chance both ways. And again, a Celtic player in the way. No hands, says the referee, and McNamara looking for Donnelly at the other end. Comes inside Kvarme. Larsson's up with him. This is Larsson taking on Babb. Good tackle. Had to be. Fast and furious. Don't take your eyes off it. Wieghorst. Stubbs. On the far side, Hannah. Celtic seem to be growing, if anything, in confidence. McNamara's pushed right down on the far side on Bjornebye. Burley. Comes inside well. Donnelly's square. Oh, he got caught between Donnelly and Wieghorst, and this is Carragher for Liverpool. Owen wants it on this side. Fowler's gone through the centre. This is Owen. And now it's Jones. Has the momentum in that Liverpool attack subsided? Well, there'll be a free kick now. It's Mahe on Owen. Well, Celtic at the other end very nearly punctured the Liverpool defence. But now they have some defending to do, and Bjornebye with his left foot has come across to take charge of this.
Gould wants 3 in his wall. He's not happy.
Bjornebye shoots. It's come back out to Rob Jones. Now Owen. Back to Jones again. Babb stayed forward in the middle. Carragher. Across to Kvarme. And now Bjornebye. Oh, it was meant for Berger, but it was Donnelly that intercepted, and here are Celtic with Wieghorst, and they've got players coming from all over the place, Celtic here. Jackie McNamara with another inspired run. Here he is, number 4. Oh, that was close as well. A last-ditch challenge is needed, and that's a foul by Burley on McManaman, who shoves him, and the referee has to get involved. First sign of temper. McManaman spoken to.
Superb tackle by Carragher to stop the 1-2 there on the edge of the box. Very responsible play.
Here's Jones. Oh, mistake by Mahe. Owen. Oh, the covering player slipped. Oh, he hasn't. Now, did Stubbs catch? Stubbs has been booked. Did he catch him? I don't think he did. I think he fell of his own accord there, Michael Owen. The fans are booing. Referee said play on, and they are. My goodness me, they are. This is Tosh McKinlay. He's got Wieghorst in the middle with Donnelly. Others arriving far side. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick now. Then Michael Owen is still crouched down in the other half. David.
Well, I would definitely, you saw him running. Certainly Stubbs was way away from him. He might have just caught him with his trailing leg, but I don't think there was any intent on Stubbs' part. He realised he couldn't get to him to make the tackle.
Well, had the assistant referee, who was nearest of all, decided there had been any intent, he'd have been off because he's already had a yellow card. But anyway, play goes on. This is McManaman. Bjorneby's outside him. Still McManaman can't quite get past the last man, who's Hannah. Owen is back on the pitch on this side. Liverpool back to 11. Bjornebye. And Stubbs is in there. Formidable at the heart of the Celtic defence. Annoni tried to save the corner, but he didn't succeed. A corner to Liverpool. But what they really need here is a goal. Babb forward. Carragher's in there as well. So is Paul Ince. Carragher's coming in, and it's going to be a throw-in on this side. Now, there's some space here. You can't be offside from a throw-in, and Owen had found a position down by the line. Anyway, Carragher plays it to Berger. That's the Fowler's in there, and it's going to come to Babb. But Celtic valiantly defend their lines. Referee's given a free kick. Let's just see this one more time, David. Michael Owen going for the line. Well, he'd already slid. Oh, I think he caught him with just with the bottom of the studs perhaps there as Owen went over the trailing leg, but he'd already committed himself to the sliding tackle, Stubbs, hadn't he? Anyway, it was deemed not to be a foul, and Stubbs stayed on. Here's Berger. Now Carragher. And Ince working it away towards McManaman on the left-hand side. Liverpool with 3 the other way. Wanting McManaman to open up the defence, he might do it this time. Owen goes near post. Fowler comes in behind, and still it's a Celtic player that gets there first.
That's where McManaman needs to work, in that final third.
Here's Carragher. And Jones. Owen's coming in. And McManaman to shoot. Oohs and the ahs. Doesn't matter whether it's European football. Look at this, Larsson. It's so enthralling the way the game is just flowing from one side of the pitch and one end to the other. No let-up. Larsson for Celtic. Hammered away by Babb. This is Robbie Fowler, but I don't think he's going to reach this before it goes out. 62 minutes gone in the second leg of this UEFA Cup tie. Liverpool 0, Celtic 0 at Anfield. But because it was 2-2 in Glasgow, Wim Jansen knows if it stays like this, his team go out. effort with the left foot.
The game will slowly change, I think, in the last quarter now, as Celtic, particularly Wieghorst, pushes forward just that little bit more. He's finding it difficult. He's done a good holding job in there with Burley. They played very sensibly. Now he's got to open that midfield up by pushing a little bit more forward. And Liverpool, I feel, have the pace up front to spring, particularly if McManaman can play a little bit further up the field.
Yes, the fact that Celtic do need the goal, as you say, may just give Liverpool the bit of space that's been denied them so far. We shall see. Donnelly, McManaman, Carragher. He's a good passer of the ball, is Carragher, but that's just a little too strong. Good vision, though, looking for Michael Owen.
Come on!
Yes, they've been disciplined, Celtic. They've now got to be daring, haven't they? Liverpool have been restricted. They've got to try and wriggle free. McManaman to Ince. Carragher to Jones. Berger's made a run here. Causes a corner. Ince and Babb will be on the 18-yard line here. Owen goes in close. Fowler goes with him. Carragher comes up. That is Jamie Carragher jumping with Annoni, but forcing a corner on the far side.
On all corners, Owen is standing on the line and he's unmarked, and if they can just get a header back across the goal or in front of Jonathan Gould, then I'm sure Owen may spin and win himself some glory.
Bjornebye will take this one. Cluster of players around the penalty spot. Ince is forward. That's away by Craig Burley for Celtic. Now look at Larsson, if he was to beat Kvarme here, but he didn't. Well, 25 minutes to go, unless, of course, it was 2-2, and I don't think that's all that likely at the moment. This is Fowler. McManaman. Carragher. Liverpool flooding the Celtic half with red shirts here. This is Rob Jones. Berger again. Free kick. Assistant referee's flag raised against Stefan Mahe. Jones short to Carragher. Kvarme. Now Phil Babb. Passing all right here, but it's further forward. Liverpool need the penetration. Haven't created what you'd call a real golden opportunity yet. This is Owen. Now then, was he tripped as he went to the line? The flag is up. It's a free kick to Liverpool. This may be their chance.
Well, that's the third or fourth heavy challenge that Mahe's made tonight.
Well, it's brought Phil Babb forward. And Berger can curl this in with his left foot, I would think. McManaman's got his arm up. Carragher's there. Celtic defending the... Here's McManaman. Jones. Fowler's far side. Jones to Bjornebye. The shot's on for Bjornebye, but it's over.
Well, Jones and Bjornebye playing further up the field. Bjornebye, a good striker of the ball, likes to hit shots from 30 yards, quite capable of scoring. Liverpool now condensing the space more and more.
Well, what will have pleased Wim Jansen and displeased Roy Evans, David, is that we've been playing 67 minutes, and I don't think Jonathan Gould's had a difficult save to make. Fowler. Owen. Berger goes into the centre. Good touch by Wieghorst. So attentive defensively, Celtic, but the conundrum for Liverpool is to find a way through with Ince here. Fowler's gone to the left, but Ince won't get... Oh, he's been chopped. It's a free kick. Jackie McNamara. Now, central. 30 yards. Celtic with everybody pulled back. Berger with his left foot, could be a threat. Oh, it wasn't. Here it comes again to Berger. Ince. Jones. Fowler's coming in from the far side. Oh, the header out. Just evades McManaman, who wins it back. Fowler's in the middle. So is Berger. This is Fowler. It's Ince.
Lovely spot by McManaman there. Benefiting from the defender's failure to get the ball away. Here we see it again. The challenge, quickly makes for the byline, has a quick look up, plays it beautifully into Ince's path, hits it hard and true on his left side though.
Well, the Liverpool supporters, as we approach the last 20 minutes, will be saying as long as Celtic don't score, we're all right. Here's Wieghorst, but don't rule it out. Wieghorst again. McKinlay. It's a good-looking cross. Simon Donnelly's up for this, but it's going to fall well for McManaman on the break. He's got Fowler and Owen up with him. A lot of green shirts funneling back. McManaman driving at them now. He's going at Hannah. Oh, what a poor pass straight to Stefan Mahe. There were 2 or 3 options on for him there. He didn't find any of them. But here he is again. And those 2 or 3 Liverpool players are still well forward. Fowler, Owen and Berger. McManaman needs to find one of them. And he hasn't again.
Yeah, 2 rather poor passes there. I just sense in the centre of the field, Celtic tiring just that little bit. McNamara there had it all on there. He couldn't quite get his feet. And I'm sure that at this stage of the game, new legs may be required. 20 minutes to go, Celtic needing a goal.
I've never seen a European match at Anfield where Liverpool have gone 70 minutes without creating a real chance. But that is the way of it at the moment. Which is a compliment to the way Celtic have applied themselves to the task. Defensively, very sound, very disciplined. But here's Fowler, and once or twice helped by a lack of touch on the Liverpool side, it should be said. Bjornebye. Paul Ince. They need that thrust from midfield now. It's a foul by Larsson on the Liverpool captain.
McNamara playing a little bit more further forward now. That's the first card that Jansen's played.
Yeah, he's got to play 1 or 2, hasn't he? Owen, McManaman. Oh, he's got Owen in here! Owen! Just evaded Annoni for a split second, Michael Owen there. But the shot didn't have the power to trouble Jonathan Gould. Here's Berger. Is this leading up to something for Liverpool? It's McManaman. It's Bjornebye. Now look at Fowler. He's got away. It's Robbie Fowler for Liverpool. Not quite.
Well, you have to say the Celtic marking has been so alert and concentrated. Fowler and Owen have had leeches following them all evening. And when they've got away, Stubbs has been tidying up. There you see Mahe really making it difficult for Fowler to get the shot cleanly.
I think maybe Fowler's first touch just sent the ball a little bit away from him, didn't it? There's Mahe again. Bit of pulling there by Larsson. It's a free kick to Liverpool in their own half. Strange, isn't it, when you know that a 0-0 draw at home is going to get you through. Here's Kvarme. Babb. Still no team, neither team has used a substitute. Liverpool could, if they wish to, bring on Karl-Heinz Riedle, of course, the German.
McNamara now playing more as an outside right, chasing that ball from Stubbs' long kick.
And Hannah still sticking very close to McManaman. Donnelly's on that side as well at the moment. Liverpool passing the ball first to a Celtic player, then to the referee, anywhere except to their own. McManaman penalised, it's a free kick to Celtic. And they'll be aware now, the Celtic players, they've got to go for broke. They've got to try to get the goal. The arms are up from Larsson. 18 is Tosh McKinlay. Alan Stubbs, number 6, is going up to join them all. Babb challenges him. Back in by Wieghorst, out again by Babb. The chasers up front are Berger and Owen. The defender is Mahe. Play on, says the assistant referee. This is Berger. Now then, McManaman's free on the far side if he can be found. Oh, Hannah just got his foot to it. Gould has to kick. Flags up on the far side for offside as the ball comes back from the goalkeeper.
Superb delivery by Gould. He's really kicked the ball well off the deck tonight.
Michael Owen for Liverpool. Mahe's still there for Celtic. And Larsson now runs with Kvarme. James has stayed at home. And his kick, nothing too clever.
Just looks a little unsettled, does James. Can Celtic put enough pressure on him to test him?
Well, they've got a quarter of an hour to do it. It's McKinlay to Larsson. And McNamara's coming in far side. Oh, and there's Donnelly in there. And uncertain was the word again for the Liverpool goalkeeper there. Simon Donnelly had the chance with the header. Perhaps didn't get quite the power on it here.
There we see a lovely deep cross, which is headed back. Perfect ball return, but once again it was Babb, I think it was, going with the goalkeeper.
It was. They couldn't make up their mind which one was going to stop it, could they? It was actually Jackie McNamara who headed it back from the far side. He's looking a little bit ominous on that flank again against Bjornebye. Here's Patrick Berger.
No sign of any substitutions, which is a little bit surprising, although Riedle is loosening up.
Oh, he's a top-class German international. I don't think he's too thrilled about being left out, really, but that's Annoni forward. He needs to just be ready now if Liverpool decide, although having said that, of course, Liverpool don't have to score, Celtic do. Now a little bit of a nonsense there between Owen and McKinlay. Tempers rising. As they do so, I can tell you there's extra time at Villa Park. Aston Villa and Bordeaux, 0-0. So that one's on a knife edge, this one's on a knife edge. Stubbs has gone up to join Donnelly. It's going to be Wieghorst with the kick. Donnelly heads it on. Burley does so as well. Kvarme with the clearance. Wieghorst. Michael Owen can't get round his man. Wim Jansen's come to the edge of the technical area. Oh, and the referee gave that to Liverpool, and Wieghorst was so disgusted he threw the ball away and got a yellow card. And, the coach is very upset as well. They felt there that the officials made the wrong decision, and it's got Wieghorst into trouble, and it's got the crowd behind Liverpool again. Leicester City are out of the UEFA Cup. They've lost 2-0 at home to Atletico Madrid and gone out 4-1 on aggregate. Oh dear, Owen's fallen over again, nobody near him. McManaman, that's a goal kick. So we lose one of our English representatives.
That's a disappointing result for Leicester, particularly as they did so superbly well in the first game in Madrid. Looked as though they'd done really more than half the job.
Meantime, here in this UEFA Cup tie. Liverpool 0, Celtic 0. 12 minutes left. If it stays like this, Liverpool go through. Celtic would have to score. McManaman. McNamara. Play on, is it? No, the referee paused, looked at it, and then gave the free kick to Celtic. Jackie McNamara on that side has had 2 fabulous games, really.
1 or 2 wild challenges, John. Just a chance of it spilling over in the last few minutes as one team, Celtic particularly, need to force the issue, need to play in that half, need to get the goal.
Well, Wieghorst is up, Stubbs is up. Larsson's there. It's going to come to Tosh McKinlay.
Post. 2 against 6 there when Larsson went through onto that pass, and Simon Donnelly made great ground there. There you see him in the top of the picture, make terrific ground to get at that near post.
Well, the Liverpool sides of the ground were ominously silent then. Donnelly could have put them out the UEFA Cup with 10 minutes to go. They found their voices again now. Pouring with rain out there. But it's getting a bit slippery for Liverpool in general. This is McNamara. Burley waiting in the middle. He's joined the attack as well, almost full time now. McManaman, Berger. You just wonder if Celtic's desperation, which it must be in the last 10 minutes, might give Liverpool an opening as they come out of their own half. Will we see Riedle? McManaman. Fowler. Berger's made a run on this side of the pitch. Fowler still holds on, but he can't beat them all, surely. It's a free kick against him.
The one option Riedle does give them is the ability or more chance to head a goal.
Yeah, but they don't need a goal, David, do they really? I mean, they might need him to hold it up a bit, but it's Celtic that need the goal, isn't it?
But if they sit back too deep, and just accept the pressure in the last 10 minutes, there's a chance Celtic may get one.
Take your point. Here's David James. Yes, you can't rule that out. McNamara. Now then, here's Larsson. But he just shoved or pulled Kvarme there. The Celtic fitness level is very, very high, isn't it? They're still close to every Liverpool player who gets the ball, harassing them. Bjornebye. Oh, that was a great turn by McManaman, and he was blocked. And I would have thought that was possibly, by Hannah, a yellow card offence, but referee hasn't shown it, and it's McManaman again. And again he takes them on, and again he goes down, and again it's a free kick. And Bjornebye places the ball with some deliberation here.
Liberal reffing.
Very liberal. 4 players in the middle, waiting for the cross for Liverpool. Bjornebye delivers it away by Stubbs. Henrik Larsson with Babb at his back. Babb pulled him back. That's a free kick to Celtic. And this is Burley. And on this side of the pitch they've got McKinlay. And now it's Henrik Larsson. And Burley goes through, and here's Jackie McNamara. And Carragher missed his tackle. And Donnelly's ahead of him. And McKinlay on this side against Kvarme, who had to get that away quickly. Riedle is waiting to come on for Liverpool, but the action is so frantic there's no break in play. This is McKinlay. Free kick, surely. Rob Jones. An exchange between... Oh, yellow card, Rob Jones. Yellow card for the Liverpool number 2. Free kick to Celtic. Stubbs has gone forward. Anxious moments for Liverpool. Burley will take it. Stubbs has gone up. And it's going to be a substitution first. Robbie Fowler off. Karl-Heinz Riedle on.
Substitution for Liverpool, Karl-Heinz Riedle replaces Robbie Fowler.
McKinlay will take the kick. Stubbs is coming in from the far side. It didn't carry to him. Well, let me remind you if you need reminding. 6 minutes to go. There won't be extra time now, that's for sure. 6 minutes to go. If it stays like this, Liverpool are through. If Celtic score and hold on, Liverpool are out. What a tense last few minutes this is certain to be. Kvarme for Liverpool. Interception by Donnelly. This is Wieghorst. He's got Burley running ahead. Donnelly joins in as well again. McNamara to his right. And Donnelly a bit ambitious there, but he has got a corner off Babb. The Celtic fans are going wild at that end. They know they're still in this. McKinlay's gone across to take the corner.
I'm looking to see if Annoni goes up. He could quite easily, Liverpool have got no one up the field, even Jonathan Gould maybe in the last couple of minutes.
Well, Stubbs is calling for it. Wieghorst's in there too, and Burley. And Stubbs couldn't reach it. It came back following the header by Wieghorst. McNamara. Stubbs stays in there. Wieghorst stays in there. Here comes Stubbs. That's a goal kick. But Liverpool do look anxious, don't they, when the ball comes over in the air, without the likes of Mark Wright.
Yes, Mark Wright, of course, is their tallest defender, and usually he is very strong when those crossfield balls come in.
Well, the minute's ticking away, but... oh, look at this! David James has got to come here. And he did bravely and vitally to intercept from Craig Burley. That was almost a 50-50. Perhaps just in the goalkeeper's favour, but only just.
Well, we're lucky there was no injury there. It was a wonderful pass. Burley went for it. He was always second favourite, but excellent work out of his traps by James.
Yes, he's certainly made amends there for some earlier uncertainty. Karl-Heinz Riedle now getting into the action for the first time. Now we hear from Highbury that the score is Arsenal 1, Salonika 1 with 5 minutes to go, and that means Arsenal are 2-1 down on aggregate. Trying to keep pace with all these games while this is going on. Here's McManaman for Liverpool, and he's got Riedle in the middle, and it's come off the defender. They're appealing for a foul. They haven't got that, they've got a corner. McManaman saying, look, there was a pull there on the shirt, but Celtic have got away with it. It's a corner to Liverpool. Owen on the line. Riedle comes forward. There's Riedle. Oh, it's off the line. A fantastic clearance right off the goal line. I think it might even have been Simon Donnelly, the centre forward, back on the left-hand post. Donnelly was on the line. Riedle had the header. Liverpool would have made certain of it there with 3 minutes to go. Look at this. Karl-Heinz Riedle has just come on. It's a power header, and Simon Donnelly gets the ball away. And now he's in attack. And it's Ince. And it's McManaman. And there are 2.5 minutes to go, and you're still not sure. McManaman taking on Hannah. Heard that somewhere before. 3 the other way. What's he going to do? Oh, so what a waste that is. That's put them right out the game, Liverpool. And it's knocked forward by Tosh McKinlay. Unfortunately for McManaman, Kvarme was there. Here's Jones. Now Berger. And Celtic will not give it up. Stubbs, it's out. Well, there are 2 minutes to go. If it stays like this, Liverpool are through, having lived on the edge of their nerves. Carragher. Riedle, now having replaced Fowler, is making a run forward. This is Paul Ince, isn't going to lose it here. Now he's beaten his man, he's found Berger. Berger pausing, McManaman is lying back behind him. Still Berger, Riedle in the middle with Owen. This is Bjornebye. Oh, and it just evades Gould, the post, and Riedle. There are some very weary-looking Celtic players out there now, but my goodness me, David Pleat, haven't they kept this tie alive?
Well, it's been an absorbing contest, John, as you said. Their fitness levels, the way they've tried to play football, the way they've marked, the way they've had a team plan has been absolutely splendid. Liverpool look as though they've done what they've needed to do, but haven't Celtic give them a game, and a little bit against the odds in view of their injuries.
They've given them 2 games, actually. And with a minute to go in this one, it couldn't really be tighter. Kvarme, Ince, Stubbs. That's out. Well, 3,000 of them, that's all the tickets that there were for Celtic. But they've given their team that fabled support. Flags, the scarves raised. And they've really waved the flag a bit for Scottish football as well, Celtic, if the truth be told. Donnelly, with Larsson going through the centre, James having to come and claim. As we come up to the 90th minute, question of what happens now about stoppage time from this German referee. They don't tend to have as much on as the Premiership referees normally, the Continentals. We'll see.
I never knew that, John.
Well, that's been my experience. Sometimes you play for 96 minutes on a Saturday. Forward by Carragher. You should know that, actually. You sit on the bench biting your nails, don't you?
Maybe these Swiss watches that these continental referees have.
On by Wieghorst. This is Larsson. There's trouble for Liverpool if he gets the other side of Kvarme. Babb needs to ward off Donnelly here. Referee checks his watch again. McKinlay takes the throw. Larsson. Celtic will throw it all in now. Burley's in there. McNamara's in there. Donnelly as well. This is Larsson. Jones to clear. The ball was out, but it's a Liverpool throw, is it? And there it is. The referee has blown. I told you he wouldn't have much on, didn't I? 54 seconds. Liverpool are through as Roy Evans congratulates his Wim Jansen. Liverpool are through on the away goals rule. They drew 2-2 at Celtic Park a fortnight ago and had a very difficult looking, edgy, nervous 0-0 draw here, which was never conclusive really. But Simon Donnelly, he probably had the best chance. He also got one off the line. The Celtic fans giving their team the sort of ovation that I can only say they deserve. The Scots played really well, although they couldn't get the goal that would have turned the tie. They have been two compelling, absorbing matches, these, between the English and the Scottish clubs. But when all the dust settles and the handshakes are completed, the final analysis says that the 2 goals with which Liverpool came away from Celtic Park 2 weeks ago were decisive. The score at Anfield, Liverpool 0, Celtic 0. The score on aggregate, 2-2. Liverpool progress in the UEFA Cup on the away goals rule.
There we are, Liverpool just edged through. Brave display by Celtic, but they go out. Let's straight away hear from the Liverpool manager, Roy Evans. He's with Ray.
Roy, slightly shell-shocked in some ways. Fortunately, lucky to be through in some respects.
I wouldn't say that lucky to be through. I think we're professional. I mean, I'd like to have created more chances and obviously taken the game beyond them. And the longer it goes and the later it goes, you're always sitting there, worrying about that one goal, which the later it gets, you've got no chance to get back. But overall, I thought we defended well. We knocked the ball around. We just didn't finish them off with some decisive passes at the end.
Great performance from Celtic.
Yeah, tremendous performance from Celtic. You've got to give them credit for that. And they came here to try and get something without being too wide open. I thought they defended excellently and got really tight to us and made it difficult for us. And as I say, it's been a great old tie with the atmosphere of both grounds. Fantastic.
I just sense that an uneasiness around Anfield sometimes about your performances. You seem to start well but can't finish games off. Do you sense that uneasiness?
I feel we're not quite putting the nail in the coffin, if you like. We've got to start doing that to progress in this competition and in the others. But we've got to keep working at it, and say the effort's there. We just need to add a bit of quality to that.
You rode the storm and you're through.
Well, that's the main thing in European games. I say with the benefit of the 2 goals away, Mahe's goal now takes on even more significance. But we get through. But as I say, we'll need to improve if we're going to win this competition or any of the others.
Can you just sum up in what areas you're looking for your squad and your team to start improving?
Well, I think just generally in our all-round play, I don't think at this moment in time our football is fantastic, as we know it can be. We've got some exciting runs from MacKay, and I thought again he was fantastic tonight. But our all-round team play needs to improve, and I think we've got more in the tank.
Thanks, Roy. A few signs of relief all round. Thanks a lot.
How important that McManaman goal was 2 weeks ago, that wonderful equaliser up in Scotland. Now, let's give you the other scores from UEFA Cup tonight. Arsenal out. 1-1 tonight. Bergkamp equalised the aggregate score. Then Salonika scored tonight. They go through, the Greek side, 2-1 on aggregate. Aston Villa 0, Bordeaux 0. They're in the middle of extra time right now. Leicester have gone down 2-0 tonight. Juninho got one of those goals for Atletico Madrid. 4-1 on aggregate. Leicester go out. They had Gary Parker sent off in tonight's match. And Rangers beaten as well, 1-2 by Strasbourg. They're out 4-2 on aggregate. So a lot of hopes being pinned on Aston Villa. And, of course, Liverpool, as we know are through. But, Alan Hansen, it wasn't a great performance by Liverpool. And
never in doubt, Des, never in doubt.
You were questioning them all the way through.
Well, Celtic were the better side. I thought that for Liverpool in a big European night to go 85, 86 minutes without troubling the goalkeeper, you've got to have question marks. I mean, I didn't agree entirely with the system. Liverpool can improve. They must improve. If they come up against a good team in this competition, if they play like that, then they'll be on their way at home. I mean, everybody's pointing the finger at the manager, run about here, but he's put a quality team on the pitch, and the players have got to improve. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
All right. Let's look at Donnelly, because he had another chance for Celtic towards the end there.
Yeah, well, I think Larsson does well, doesn't he? Bundles his way through to the byline, and I mean, I think Bjornebye does fantastic there. Definitely gets the interception, and they didn't even get the corner, so that was a good chance.
It's good cover and defending there.
Yeah.
It's a decent Celtic move, good ball in, but good cover and defending. And the keeper did well eventually. He made up for the errors in the first half, David James, because 2 minutes to go, he came off his line quickly. And if he doesn't come off his line quickly, then they're in big trouble.
Yeah. Do you think they can go far in this competition, Trevor?
Well, they've got to improve. Yeah. I mean, they're well short of their best. The credit, I think, came for Celtic over both matches, really. But big room for improvement. And Liverpool have got Chelsea here at the weekend, and they've got to get better.
I think Chelsea watching that would fancy the chances coming in.
Yeah, just a word about Alan Stubbs. I thought he played terrifically well tonight.
I thought Phil Babb did well as well.
Phil Babb.
You wouldn't believe after the first game that it could have ended 0-0.
Absolutely not. But 0-0 it was. 2-2 on aggregate. Liverpool go through. A very brave performance by Celtic tonight. They were absolutely marvellous. But Liverpool are in the next round. We hope to be covering that for you here on the BBC. Right now, we'll say goodbye and hope that you'll join us for Match of the Day on Saturday.